Hi, I'm Angela, but most people call me Ange. I'm on the go to one of United Way of Greater Stark County's partners. These are the folks helping to build a stronger community. Let's learn more about them.
My background before legal aid was I was going to college, trying to decide what to do, and really wanted to go to law school. And during law school, I had the opportunity to do some work with criminal defense work and really decided to start out my career doing public service work, which is how I ended up in Canton at the Stark County Legal Aid Society. Community Legal Aid is a nonprofit law firm, essentially. Our reach is the entire county, certainly. And our purpose is to provide free civil legal assistance to low-income members of our community. When people think about low-income people needing lawyers, they often think of criminal work because they're used to hearing if you need an attorney, one will be appointed for you. And that is really only true if you're being charged with a crime. If you're having an eviction, if you're a survivor of domestic violence and need a protection order, if you're getting sued for debt, if you're having trouble with your government benefits, you don't have a right to an attorney in any of those situations, even though in order to address that problem, you still need to go through the court system. And so our goal is to try to get as many of those people as possible representation. So here in our Canton office of Community Legal Aid, we have 5 attorneys that work here full-time, as well as several paralegals. Mostly focused on housing, domestic violence, public benefits. We do some economic development work in the community. We have attorneys in other offices who provide services in Stark County in the areas of tax and bankruptcy and public benefits. Almost any issue that a low-income person has where they would need an attorney is something that Community Legal Aid tries to have an attorney available to provide services for.
People often have these ideas that, if it's cold outside, I can't be evicted, or if I have a disability, I can't be evicted, or if I have kids in the home, I can't be evicted. But that's not always the case. I mean, there are certain fair housing protections that you couldn't be evicted for reasons based on a protected class. But just for the basic fact that you happen to be disabled and facing an eviction, let's say for non-payment, there's no prevention of somebody being evicted because of that.
Housing instability is rough on individuals because it not only affects what you're doing or where you're staying at night, but it affects every aspect of your life. So when you don't know if you're going to go home to a house tonight, or even if you're not going to go home to a house in the next month, you're worried about every aspect of your life. How am I going to feed my kids because I have nowhere to put food and going out to eat's expensive? If you don't have housing, you are worried if you have children, am I going to be able to keep the children, or are they going to be taken from me, whether it be through a government agency or even the other parent if the parents aren't together, a grandparent, etc. Housing instability really just all around creates anxiety, and it also makes it harder to continue to build yourself up.
There's multiple studies that have shown that instability in a kid's childhood affects their future. A nearer future of educational performance as they move throughout school, of elementary to middle or junior high school and high school and beyond, but it also affects the long-term future. And so when they're facing instability as families that have kids, it is directly impacting their kids' future. And so there is a chance that those of us, if we're here 20 years from now, we may have some of our former clients' kids as clients. And we've had some attorneys that have spent long careers here that have helped multiple generations of the family.
There was a study in 2022 by our national funder, the Legal Services Corporation, that found that 92% of civil legal needs in the United States go unmet, which means for all the legal aids that exist, for all of the law schools that have clinics, for all the online resources available, only 8% of the need is met. So United Way funding helps us provide certainly more assistance to people here in Stark County with housing related issues. Obviously what allows us to have the great staff we have is that we have the resources to pay them and the cover overhead and things. So having the dollars from United Way makes a huge impact on us to serve more people.
Thanks for visiting another community partner with us. Join us next time to see who else is making a positive difference in Greater Stark County.